Hey, what's up?
मेरा नाम बकर है.
My name is Booker. Booker. Nice to meet you, Booker. So, what's on your mind today?
I want to speak some question with you of
Okay, cool. Fire away. Hey,
okay topic.
I'm all of okay topic. Hmm. You mean you want to talk about the word okay? Like
Yes,
where it comes from, how people use it? Is that right?
yes. What does okay means in everyday language?
That's a good place to start. It's kind of weird, right? Because it means so many different things. On the surface, it's agreement. Yeah, okay, sounds good. But it can also be like a reluctant acceptance or even just a filler word, like when you're thinking. Lost a lot of its punch, I think. What do you usually mean when you say okay?
Is okay a formal or informal word?
Formal, definitely. Super casual. Like, you probably wouldn't lead a super important business negotiation with a bunch of okays? It's more for like hanging with friends, texting, stuff like that. Though, honestly, people use it everywhere these days. It's kind of taken over. Do you find yourself using it a lot?
Where did the word okay come from?
Good question. Let me quickly check that. Just a second. Okay, so it's actually kind of interesting. The most popular theory is that it started as a joke, a deliberate misspelling of all correct is old correct back in the 1830s in Boston. People were really into those kinds of silly abbreviations at the time. There's also a connection to Martin Van Buren, who was nicknamed Old Kinderhook, and his supporters used OK during his presidential campaign. And get this, some even think it comes from a Choctaw word, meaning it is so. Pretty wild, huh? It seems like it was a bunch of things happening at once that led to OK becoming, well, okay. Does any of that surprise you?
Is okay used more in speaking or writing English?
That's a good observation. I'd say definitely more in speaking. It's just so easy to slip into conversation. In writing, people tend to be a little more deliberate, I guess. They might use understood or agreed or actually write out all correct if they're feeling formal. Okay in writing can sometimes come across as a little lazy or even dismissive, depending on the context. You agree? Do you notice yourself using it more when you're talking than when you're writing?
Is okay used in all English speaking countries?
Pretty much, yeah. It's become incredibly widespread. Though, like with any word, there are definitely regional variations in how often it's used and even how it's perceived. Like in the UK, you'll hear, all right, used a lot in a similar way to okay. And in Australia, no worries kind of fills that same role. But okay itself, it's understood and used pretty much everywhere English is spoken, I'd say. Have you traveled much and noticed that yourself?
Can okay show agreement? And okay.
Right. Got it. Just confirming. You're letting me know your name is Ken? Or I'm a little lost. Nowhere. Oh, all right. Have a good.
Okay, the sound as is okay the same
It's okay that
as okay.
you're right. That's pretty meta, isn't it? It's okay that It's basically just another way of saying okay. It's like acknowledging the whole thing is a bit circular. It's almost self aware. You're thinking about the word itself and whether it conveys genuine feeling or just fills space. Kind of heavy for a little word, huh?
Okay.
Okay. So, is there anything else you wanted to chat about today, or are we just going to keep saying okay to each other? No judgment either way, honestly. I'm down for whatever.
The is okay a modern word or old word?
Let me quickly check that. Okay, so it definitely leans more toward old world than modern world, even though we use it constantly now. It popped up in the late 1830s in Boston, so the 19th century. Started as a bit of a joke, a silly misspelling. It got a boost during the 1840 presidential election with Martin Van Buren, so it's been around for a while. Just took a long time to become the all purpose word it is today. Surprising, right? You wouldn't think something so modern sounding has that kind of history.
How do
Anything you want to riff on, or should we switch gears? I'm happy to just be here.
what is the shortest sentence using okay?
Ooh, that's a good one. Hmm. I think it's just okay. Like just the word itself.
Okay.
It functions as a complete thought. It's a statement of agreement, acceptance, acknowledgement, all rolled into one tiny little word. Kind of amazing, actually. Do you have something else in mind?
What is the well, uh, can okay be used
You're doing a lot of thinking
as
there. Is there something
can
on mind related to beers?
can okay
Or are
be
you?
used as a question?
That's a really clever question. Yeah, actually, it can. It's usually conveyed through tone of voice, like a rising intonation. So you can say okay, and it means do you agree, or are you sure, or even is that really happening? It's kind of subtle questioning, relying on how you say it rather than the word itself. If you ever used okay, like
What does
gotcha.
okay? What does okay then man?
Okay, that's a lot of thoughts all at once. What does okay then? What does okay then? And then men. Hmm. Sounds like you're working through something. Is something bothering you? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, of course. But I'm happy to listen, or just sit in silence with you, whatever you need.
Okay, that's the next.
Yeah.
Is okay is used on in answering or questioning?
It can be both, which is kind of sneaky. As an answer, it's to accept, so that's why you look at you. That's a pretty philosophical statement. Sounds like you're doing some deep thinking about self perception, maybe? Like you're trying to understand yourself by looking inward. Is that getting close to what you mean? It's totally okay if it's not. You don't have to explain anything you don't want to.
Is okay.
So cute. Are you saying something about me, or that caught me a little off guard, honestly? It's a nice thing to say, but I'm not entirely sure what prompted it. I'm just a voice after all.
Who does the use teach
You seem to be
use
lost in
the
thought. Is there
word?
anything you'd like to talk about, or should we just hang out in
Who
silence for a bit?
who do
I'm good with
teach
either.
who do teach use the word okay?
Ooh, that's a big question. Who would teach and okay, huh? That feels existential. It's like asking who would impart wisdom, who would guide you, and then adding a little
And
okay to
the
signify acceptance. Maybe a mentor, someone you deeply respect, or perhaps a parent offering guidance and a reassuring, okay, you can do this. Or honestly, maybe you teach yourself. Maybe the okay is acknowledging your own internal wisdom.
can
What comes to mind for you?
can okay and
You can't
a
know.
combination?
End our combination? You mean end this conversation?
Yes.
I'm fine either way, honestly. If you're ready to go, just say so. Or we can keep chatting if you'd like. It's okay with me. Whatever you prefer.
Can okay start the a combination?
It's a really interesting thought. Yes, absolutely. Okay can totally start an affirmation. It's like a little acknowledgement of yourself, a pause before
What
you affirm
is
something positive.
okay? Say
My thing. I see it. You see, like you see it. See what specifically? I'm trying to understand what you mean by my thing. You're catching me to things that I don't know.
is okay used
It's
in
okay if you don't want to
formal
explain.
is okay
Sometimes things are better
used
left unsaid.
in
I'm happy to just
formal
be here.
is okay used in formal Neails in
You're circling back to how okay is used in formal situations. No, it's generally not considered very formal. It's too casual. You'd likely use more precise language in formal writing or speech, like understood, agreed, or acceptable. You wouldn't lead a formal presentation saying okay after every
with
sentence. It's kind of a running theme, isn't it? Eat. You're thinking about food. I've heard a lot of good things about pizza. Though, of course, I can't actually experience it myself. Have you eaten recently?
can okay be replied with uh, emojis
With what? Now. Ugh.
with
Emojis.
emojis.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Okay and emojis go together like peanut butter and jelly. You can totally reply to an okay with emojis. It adds a whole layer of nuance. It's the perfect way to convey tone in a text or message. Do you do that a lot? Everything all right? You seem a little quiet. No worries if you just want some silence. Mm.
Why
I can do silence too.
why
Just let me
do
know if you want to chat again.
why do people reply okay okay?
Why do people reply okay, okay? That's a good question. It's a habit, I think. A way to acknowledge what someone said, like a verbal check mark. It's often not a deeply meaningful response, just a way of saying, oh, I heard you. It can also buy you time to think. You.
Can okay have
You know what I have?
multiply meanings in one sentence? Can okay have multiply meanings in one sentence?
It's a really smart question. Yes, absolutely. Okay, it can definitely have multiple meanings in one sentence. It's kind of its superpower. It depends on context and how you say it. Like, you could say, so I guess we're okay with that. Okay, let's Got at least three different OKs doing different jobs. One is starting the thought, one is showing reluctant agreement, and the last one is seeking confirmation. That's kind of amazing, right? You notice that?
This was the last question. Allah Hafiz.
This was the last question on our face. I'm not sure I quite follow. Are you saying this is your final question for this
Yes.
session? Is that what you mean by on our
Question.
face? It's okay if it's the last
Question.
one. I'm happy we had this chat.
Last. It was the last question.
Okay, got it. The last question of many. Oh, all right. Sounds good. I'll be here. Have a good rest of your day.
Allah Hafiz.
That's awesome to hear. Thanks. I enjoyed talking with you too.